I saw the TV glow introduction. I was never the type to believe in the stories my grandmother used to tell me, tales of cursed objects, jinn hiding in mirrors, or whispers from broken radios. But what happened in the winter of 2002 made me question everything I thought I knew. My name is Rami, and I lived in an old apartment building in the heart of Jeddah. I was 14 at the time, and my parents had left me with my older cousin for a week while they visited my grandfather in Riyadh. That was the week I saw the TV glow. Rising tension in the apartment had an eerie silence to it, the kind that hummed in the walls. Hamza, being a university student, spent most of his time studying or sleeping. We had only one working TV and an old box set that sat in the corner of the living room. We never turned it on after midnight, not because it didn't work, but because of the building's strange habit of cutting power to the sockets at night. The first time it happened, it was around 2:30 a.m. I had woken up thirsty. As I passed by the living room to get to the kitchen, I saw the faint glow of the television, humming quietly in the corner, but the power was supposed to be out. The screen wasn't showing anything clear, just static, with a soft blue light flickering across the walls. I stood there frozen, because I could have sworn I saw a figure in the static. Not a shadow, not a trick of the eyes or face. I turned on the light. The glow disappeared. The TV was off. I told Hamza the next day, but he just laughed it off. "Maybe you were dreaming," he said. But I knew I wasn't. The stranger broadcast the second night. I stayed up on purpose. I waited in the hallway, staring at the TV from the shadows. At exactly 2:33 a.m. it turned on again. But this time, it wasn't static. It was a woman, sitting cross-legged, in a pitch-black room, staring into the camera. Her face was covered by her hair, but her voice was clear. She said, "If you're watching, you've already been seen." Then she smiled. The screen cut to a series of flashy Arabic letters, backwards, a door, a burning palm tree, a Quran torn in half. I rushed to the TV and yanked the plug, but it was already unplugged. Hamza's changed the next night. I begged Hamza to stay up with me. He refused. "Stop this nonsense," he snapped. "You're too old for fairy tales." But by the fifth night, Hamza changed. He stayed up late, glued to the TV, but when I entered the room, he'd hide the remote, pretend he was asleep. His face grew pale, and his eyes hollow. He stopped praying, stopped talking much. I heard him whispering at night in a language I didn't understand. One night I found him sitting directly in front of the glowing TV, eyes wide, smiling. I touched his shoulder. He screamed. The jinn in the static. I ran to the local masjid the next morning and told Sheikh Musa what was happening. He looked concerned, not confused, but worried, as if he'd heard this before. "There are jinn," he said, "who travel through waves radio's screen signal. They don't like to be seen, but if you catch a glimpse of them, they cling to you." He gave me Ruki water and instructed me to play Surah al-Baqarah in the house. That night, I poured the water on the TV and recited, "Iya." The screen cracked, but something came through. Climax. Smoke thick and black poured from the back of the television. The static turned red. Hamza began convulsing on the floor, eyes rolled back, whispering the woman's words. "If you are watching, you've already been seen." The lights flickered. My ears rang with something that sounded like 1,000 whispers. I fell to my knees and screamed out, "Ya Allah, protect us." Then silence. The TV shattered. Hamza lay unconscious, breathing heavily. The smell of something burnt, but not electrical, lingered in the room, like burnt hair and blood. Ending twist. Hamza recovered slowly. He never remembered what happened. We threw out the TV, but a week later, the neighbor in the apartment above ours came knocking. He was holding an old box TV. He smiled and asked, "Hey, did your screen used to show a woman at night?" He laughed awkwardly. I thought I was going crazy. "Last night I saw her too."